Okay, hello everyone. Welcome back. I'm so excited to be here for our last day, the wrap-up call of our Fuel First 5-day breakfast experience. So we've had a little bit of interaction with one another. I've kind of like curtailed and looked at a little bit of your breakfast. So I wanted you to give me some honest feedback. How were you feeling? How did you? I'm trying to find better light in my house here, but I'm not having much luck. So I don't look so, did that work? Okay, although, whoa, that's a big difference. Here we go. Um, how did everything go? What did you notice? Did you notice a big change with the shift? Did you notice that if maybe you were someone who was like, okay, I'm pretty sure I think I'm doing a high protein breakfast, but then when you actually dissected it, looked at what you were doing, made the intention, bumped up the protein, maybe it was a yogurt bowl, maybe it was like bumping up your shake. What did you notice throughout the day? Did you feel better in your energy? Did you have that 10 o'clock craving disappear? Did you have that 1 o'clock, I need a nap craving disappear? Like really reflect and take a look at how you felt. Did the week kind of get away on you and you didn't have any opportunity to try any of the recipes? That happens. And that's what this is all about, is about setting an intention for your morning, one small shift to make that change. So if that happened, I'm not here to shame. I'm not here to make you spiral. I'm here to say, keep going. Start on the weekend. Start next Monday. Start on Saturday, which is tomorrow. Start on Sunday or Monday. Just make that shift and make it with intentionality. I'm sorry, I've got a really bad canker sore in my mouth. Intentionality, and also see the difference, reflect back, because I know for myself and many of my clients who have come into my programs, who have started with me, this is exactly where we started for not only their weight loss journey, but for becoming that version of themselves that they have always envisioned, that version that nourishes their body, that feels energetic, that has the energy, to keep up with their family, that doesn't feel like they have to drag themselves out of bed, that wants to do a workout, that feels like, I finally feel like myself, like going through all these transitions of like, perhaps it was motherhood, perhaps it's perimenopause, menopause, life, the stresses, we all kind of get lost in that. You're finally starting to feel like, okay, I feel that vibrancy come back. And it starts with this. It can, as simple as that. We have gotten, I think, a little bit, conditioned into thinking that this has to be hard. This has to be hard. In order for us to make change, it has to be hard. And I'm here to tell you that's complete bullshit, because we have seen so many people struggles and differences and journeys and changes and all these things. That doesn't make a difference for you. It doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to overhaul your whole life. It comes with intention throughout your day. And it often starts with this one. If you're somebody like myself who was looking for a transformation, who wanted to really shift my perspective of my health and improve my health, I started and I did this shift with my breakfast and I continued throughout my whole day. That is exactly what I'm going to offer you today, in just a couple seconds. But I want you to know that that can continue throughout your whole day. It starts with this one small shift, but it can happen through your whole day so that you really become that person. Like that person who feels like you have strength, like I can carry all my groceries in one trip. The person who like doesn't mind being hugged by their husband around their middle section, who's excited for date nights, who wants to, doesn't get exhausted, who can get up off the floor after playing with their kids or their family, who is looking at longevity and like aging and having a really good quality of life, because I know that's what I was. I told a little bit about my story about how I had lost 31 pounds. I have now kept it off for a full year. I have not gotten back to any like no meal plans. I haven't gone back to any spiraling. I've enjoyed pizza nights with my kids, cupcakes, all that kind of stuff. It's because I just have this system that has become ingrained in me, exactly what I would teach you in my full week 8-week container that's coming up. That's the first time I've mentioned it, is what I'm going to teach you to do it. So this is my invitation to you. If you have felt like I have like felt a little bit of a shift, I feel like this is something that I could continue throughout my day with the right support, the right accountability, and the right system. You are in the right place. So I want to introduce this to you. It's the very first time. It's called Fuel and Burn. So this is an 8-week container for that woman who wants to make not only a weight loss shift, a longevity shift, add to their quality of life, into their aging. And I speak with that as because coming from a professional and a pharmacist, because I see people who maybe haven't gotten onto that earlier enough in their life, and it ends up with a lot of chronic diseases. It ends up with a lot of like mobility issues. And I'm telling you, if you dial this in, like, is this the second time that the phone has rang? What the heck? Oh, oh my God, like that is so weird. It must be some kind of like, it must be some kind of telemarketer. Okay, that is so, but my landline never rings and it has rang the second time on this call. Okay. I don't know what that is. Okay. But if you're somebody who wants that longevity, wants that quality of life, it starts now. It starts in this time of our life when we are able and you are able to make those choices for yourself, to make to have that strength training, to like have that identity shift. Don't think that you're too old. Okay. I'm 42 and I just started on this. I'm in the better shape of my life now at 42 after 3 kids than I was in my 20s. 100%. Okay. That's what this is for. Fuel and burn. This is an 8-week container starting September 14th, going for 8 weeks. What are you going to get? You're going to get my live coaching once a week. So we're going to come on, do a Zoom call once a week, dissect your week, what went wrong, wins, shares. Excuse me, the smoke is also so bad here. Your share your wins, share your struggles, dissect your week going forward so that every week you feel strong and you have a plan. Workout plans every week that are guided. So 3 strength trainings per week that you can follow. Working on walking 10,000 steps a day. A whole community of women who are here to support you, who are going through exactly the same thing, who want that identity. Personalized macro plans for yourself, check-ins in the community. There is an upgrade where you could do a one-to-one check-in with me, which I'll mention in a minute. So you're going to have a whole community. You can, we're going to have like education in there, but a lot of just like feedback and a lot of feedback and support and accountability that I know you are needing, that I know you're lacking. There is no 12-week meal plan that you have to follow perfectly here that you probably would download and just ghost anyway. There's no complicated systems. There's no complicated food. It's real whole food. And what you're going to walk away with is after 8 weeks of feeling like that version of yourself who feels in control, who feels like empowered, who feels like I got this, who feels like I never have to lose the same 10 to 15 pounds again. I know how to fuel my body like a grown ass woman. You have probably lost 7 to 10 pounds, if not more, within this container. Okay. That's the other thing. 7 to 10 pounds is my average weight loss when I work with women from anywhere from 6 to 8 weeks. Usually we do a 30 to 90-day container, but within this 8 weeks challenge, I am pretty much guaranteed that you are going to lose anywhere from 7 to 10 pounds. Changes in your body composition because you're losing fat by preserving muscle. So what is this going to cost you? It's not going to cost you $1,500, okay? It's $497, which include your full 8 weeks of coaching with me. And I'm offering this to you until August 4th at a fast action price. That also includes your 30-day supplement pack, your protein, greens, and fizz. So that will be put through at a separate order, but my coaching plus that is $497. Regular, when it's outside of the wait list, is going to be $697, which will include the same. So if you're somebody who is like, okay, I feel like I want to get in on this, just send me a reply after you watch this video and I'll add you into my wait list and we'll run through the purchase in the beginning of September. Plus, if you do sign on before August 4th, I'm going to offer you a free 2 weeks of coaching. So what that means is that you're going to be fully prepped. We're going to start with a little bit personalized one-on-one. We're going to go through, we can do a quick live call of like, kind of like what is keeping the weight stuck for you. So it's very personalized. I'll help you get everything set up. I'll help you get going so that when you join, in September, you're already ahead of the game. And that is your bonus for being in this container with me, for enjoying this experience, and also for like acting fast and really making that move. Because let me tell you, how many times do you overthink yourself out of a decision that you know in your heart, that you know in your head instantly, yeah, I want to do that. I want to do that. But then you get into overthinking mode, you get into overcomplicating mode, you get into scarcity, you get into doubt, you get into fear. You got bitchy Brenda on your back. That's your ego who is saying, oh, you can't do this. It's way too much money for you, what you're going to get. Let me tell you, I would pay $3,000, which is not what I paid, but I would pay $3,000, $5,000, whatever it was for that transformation that I had, because my health and the way that I feel right now is not worth, like, there's no value that I could put on that. There's no value that you can put on your health for like aging and having that quality of life and feeling that like that vibrancy and that longevity. there is no value that you can put on that. What you're paying for is structure, accountability, support from a professional, and somebody who's lived your shoes, who's been in your shoes, who can help you out of that. This is not just for the woman who wants to lose weight. It's for the woman who wants to become a better version of her. And so I'm going to leave you guys with that. I am so proud of everyone for showing up here. I am so excited for Fuel and Burn to launch in September. And like I said, fast action is before August 4th. You will also have this in your email, and I can't wait for you to join me.